The divide and rule tactic of the enemies of the Igbos is in play once again, and we must resist and destroy it completely. In the first video, the presenter merely read a script as given to him by our enemies, and from his presentation, you can tell that he is lying through his teeth. Whereas the human rights lawyer Livingston Wechi in the other video spoke so eloquently with facts and figures without a handed-down script, which is a proof of authenticity and truth. Now be your own judge. Again, looking at those who were said to have voted during the Ohanese general election, if these are the men that stood in Enugu to produce Ohanese Ndigbo president, what then do you expect? It's now obvious that Ohanese Ndigbo is controlled by a deep state. Southeast governors, former governors, ministers, retired army generals, former senators, former Federal House of Representatives, etc. Ohanese Ndigbo is a puppet group controlled by the Nigerian government. That's why this insightful and divisive videos are coming up now, just to divide us and create enmity among brothers. To implement Igbo hate, the North and West collectively punished the entire people of the old Eastern region for the past 60 years. Now we accept fate. We want to rebuild our region together with our Igbo brothers. Surprisingly, same people now divisively. No, we are not Igbos. We must intensify the gospel for the restoration of Biafra this year. The message is sinking, the awareness is gaining ground, and people are identifying with their brothers. IPOB is gradually removing the ignorant veil on many individuals that were lost and misled by the Nigerian propagandist campaign that people of the Eastern region are not one people. Watch the videos and be the judge.
I want to inform you that Ikwere as an ethnic nationality is not Igbo. And after this, I have to go into my detailed preamble. Ikwere ethnic nationality is never a subgroup of any ethnic nation in Nigeria or elsewhere. Ikwere ethnic nationality is one of the ethnic blocks which constitute the present day of Nigeria, and the people are found in 4 local government areas in the present day of Rivers State. The local government areas are as follows: Ikwere, which is commonly called Kelga; Emoha, which the local government is Nemolga; Obiakpo, Obaga, and Port Harcourt City called Falga. Ikwere remains a homogeneous ethnic group with a common ancestry and paternity. In this stead, we make the following documentary statements, which are as follows. 1. Ikwere people are from Rivers State and the Niger Delta region of Nigeria. The people have their unique culture and traditions. The declaration of Obaki Ikwere Cultural Organization during the Oputa Human Rights Violence Panel of 2001 says that Ikwere ethnic nationality is not and has never been a subgroup of any other tribe in Nigeria, including Ndigbo, which will survive here. The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria of 1999, 2010, as amended, and recognizes Ikwere ethnic nationality as a distinct and unique ethnic group in Nigeria. The people of Ikwere frown at any attempt by some Igbo expansionists to incorporate Ikwere as a subset or subgroup of any other ethnic group in Nigeria. We acknowledge some shared similarities between Ikwere and her neighbors, including the Igbo, in terms of aspect of culture and traditions. However, this does not in any way validate the bogus and unverified claims that Ikwere is Igbo. The Ikwere ethnic nationality wishes to inform the general public, and particularly the whole world, that Obaki Ikwere has not mandated any person or group to speak on her behalf or label us as part of any ethnic group in Nigeria. Obaki Ikwere cultural organizations worldwide remains the apex and umbrella body of the Ikwere people, whether it is here in Nigeria or diaspora, including United Kingdom, United States of America, and other countries. It is the only authentic voice to speak on behalf of the Ikwere ethnic nationality. Obaki Ikwere cultural organization will continue to remain loyal to the federal government of Nigeria, and we are not part of Biafra at all in any circumstance or its agitators. We are peace-loving and very hospitable people, and will not want the peaceful disposition to be taken for granted or as a weakness or cowardice. Finally, we are calling on the federal government of Rivers State, the State Commissioner of Police, and other security agencies to act swiftly against individuals, no matter how highly they are placed, or any group of persons who are creating maps to include the Ikwere as part of Biafra with derogatory and inflammatory statements against the Ikwere people. Most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, in many cases, some rumors can be fact. It is now rumored that Ohaneze Ndi Igbo intends to make an Ikwere man the President General of Ohaneze Ndi Igbo. However, any person, no matter highly placed, who may decide to accept this offer eventually becomes an enemy to Ikwere people. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank you so much for your rapt attention, and would like you to be properly guided as we pray God to strengthen us to always speak the truth and nothing but the truth. We do not also support any expansionist meeting or meetings in Rivers State, as it will cause a lot of mayhem. It will cause agitations among the people of the state. This press release is duly executed and signed today, being the 9th day of January 2025. Eze Barrister Godfrey Onekwa, PhD, KSC, Justice of the Peace, whom today is the President General of Obaki Ikwere Cultural Organization worldwide. In order to validate this document I've presented to you, it is also signed by a legal luminary in person of Barrister Nyebuchi Phillips, who is also the Secretary General of Obaki Ikwere Cultural Organization worldwide.
Ikwere people are Igbos. We are not from Benin. Even the late Oba of Benin wrote a book titled, I Remain, Sir, Your Obedient Servant. On page 19, he said he worked in the other districts and he came across the Ikweres and the Ches, who are typical Igbos. So if the custodian of the Benin heritage could on record say that the Ikweres and the Ches are typical Igbos, you are going behind to say you are Benin. Man is saying, no, you are Igbos. Nobody owns Igbo. And there is no superior Igbo, neither is there an inferior Igbo. Igbo has different language dialects. Ikwere is one of them. As a matter of fact, Ikwere is about the biggest. If you draw the census, Ikwere is the biggest language group in the entire Igbo land. One of our progenitors, late Senator Dr. Obiwale, whose son is here today, became minority leader of the Nigerian Senate. That was an Igbo slot, and it was given to him by his Igbo brothers. We are not begging, it's not a privilege for us to be Igbo. We are not trying to be Igbo. We are not looking for Igbo to protect us. We are Igbos. You can choose to say whatever you want to say. You can hold any opinion about Livingstone, but I dare you. I dare you. Whoever it is, I dare you. So you cannot, because of a post-war script and narrative, come here to undermine our identity. It is a colonial script to divide us, so we become diminished in the face of our neighbors. Our neighbors know our capacity. They know our courage. They know we are a global institution. That Igbos all over the world. Igbos all over the world. We are more than 80 million. I was talking to Chief Mike Okiro earlier on, and he was talking to me about a man called Njoku, who is from Kenya. And he mentioned to me a particular Theophilus Okiro, who was one-time minister in the government of Kenya. Am I correct, sir? People have said, he's an Imo State man, and I asked, when he joined the police, did he join because he wanted to be IG and took reverse slots? At the time he was IG, we prided in this state that our son is the Inspector General of Police. And you're coming to say he's 75 and going. This year is the 76th year on earth. What else? He has seen it all. We are not looking for endorsement. We are not looking for recommendation. We are not looking for acceptance. Africa survives on the strength of Ndibo. Africa survives on the strength of Ndibo. Every Ikwere man you see is an Igbo man. You can choose to deny it. Some of us have been denied several political privileges in this state on account of our stance. They have called us names. You can't trust them. Livingstone can't be trusted. You can't hold him. You can't control him. I'm not looking for anybody to control me or to trust me. Even Jesus Christ was not looking for reputation. But the fact is, I tell you to your face, that's why I say, I dare you. So as we go home, remember that the more than 80 million Igbos around the world are looking up to this arrangement here today for leadership. We are in Cuba. I went through the slave trade manifest, and I realized that Calabar was the largest slave port in Africa. And the largest slaves that were exported from Africa to the rest of the world are Ndibo. And we make up majority of most of the black nations, both in Northern America and other African little states, including Fiji and Haiti and the rest of them, Brazil. And we have very prominent sons. Bishop T.D. Jakes has traced his DNA up to Imo State. Oprah Winfrey, Buju Banton, Rihanna. You can even Bob Marley. We are not trying to claim it. It's not something we are not looking for an identity post. We are saying what it is. We are just like the Jews. Dele Farotimi says Igbos are the only ethnic group in Nigeria that can survive very well without the support of government. If we want to govern Nigeria, it's in our hands. But Igbos have to know what they are made of. You must know your onions. When you say Oha, Oyara, Wanneya, can we do that in reality? Can Igbos in Rivers State, this idea of domination, Igbo doesn't own Ikwere. Ikwere is part of Igbo. So you don't come from Anambra and say, so when you come here, you respect your Ikwere brother and his tradition. When I go to Nri, I respect my Nri brother and his tradition. That's the way it plays. You don't come here and begin to exert any form of dominion or control. No. We are one. We are. I am because we are. Mbuntu. So we are one. When I see my Anambra brother, I am proud that Anambra has the highest number of billionaires in Nigeria. I am proud. When I go to Imo State, I am proud. When I go to Ebonyi, I am proud. When you come to River State, respect your brothers from Ahoda, from Onelga, Oboibe Mandoni, from Ikwere, from Eche, from Omoma, from Oyibo, including those who have spilled into Eleme, Okrikan, Kalabari, including some parts of Bayelsa. And I told them that Ikwere has an extension in Opobo, even in Boni. That Ikwere, I was telling our brothers today, we have an community in Delta State. There is a kingdom called Eurei. There is a kingdom called Eurei in Delta State. They migrated from Elele. They have a first-class king. In fact, one of their sons is Dr. Samuel Ajogbe, the one-time director of projects of NDDC, ED project. And he confirmed to me I'm an Elele man, but we are in Delta State by virtue of migration. I wrote an article titled, Indeed, What is Bini About Ikwere? And I wrote another article titled, Igbo Hates Ikwere. Igbo Hates Ikwere, the dummy they sold to us. Captain Elechi Amadi was confronted by Chidi, Professor Chidi Oswago. Why do you hate Igbo? Say, no, I don't hate Igbo. I am Igbo, but what I wrote against was the attitude and the treatment from the Aron people. That was personal. We should not, because there is a project to de-Igbonize the riverine Igbo and make the hinterland Igbo see us as enemies. And so when we come here, we want to subdue them. You cannot. We'll keep rising. Although some of us here who are holding on to our heritage may not be much, but we need the support of each other to steer this ship. And if our hinterland Igbo brothers do not show us the reciprocal love and brotherhood, the other Ikweres who are willing to hold on to this heritage will hold back because they feel you're not giving them the sufficient protection. There are some Igbo leaders in the past who drove this idea of hate and domination. And today we are finding it difficult to believe in each other. So there's a trust deficit. So it has to be a deliberate and a conscious commitment to bring about the Igbo structure so robust, so that, because Satan does not fight one who has no great destiny. The war against Igbo is because of the destiny of the Igbos. Our greatness is under attack. We are under existential threat because of the destiny we carry. So you must not see them as Ndi Ikwere and Ndi Soma. Aibura Ibu Ndi Igbo. When somebody comes and says, speak Igbo language, the other time in our meeting at a People's Club, they said, speak Igbo. I started speaking Ikwere. Yes, Ikwere is Igbo. And he got offended. He said, no, speak Igbo. I said, no. This is my own Igbo version. You can't impose another one on me. The time for peace and unity is now. So I want you to know that we are here not because we are looking for people to cling on to. We're here because God says we should be here. We did not choose to be here. God brought us here. We have our brothers all over the world. And I want to use this opportunity to call on all our brothers who are aspiring for this same office. Can we come to the round table? Our brother Dim Uche, Chief Fine Face Amechi, Jackson Omenazo, and the other yet unknown persons. Let's all come on board. Every move to divide us is part of the strategy to destroy us. let's not give room for it. It's not about Mike Okiro. It's not about me. You can choose to be anything under the 1999 Constitution, so-called. You can, by virtue of the right to freedom of association, choose to create any group. But the more we create too many Igbo groups, the more we are not unified to fight our battles properly. There are too many. Everybody in Igbo land is a king. Everybody is king. It's killing us. It's killing us. Everybody is this. Please, I will rest my case here to say to Chief Mike Okiro, sir, we love you and we look forward